Hello, hi everyone. Tonight I'm going to review the movie called The Flash. It is the recent Flash movie that came out starring like Ezra Miller, Michael Keaton, Ben Affleck, and like few other people. And essentially, it is a movie about time travel, going back in time, and like trying to correct the mistakes of the past that the Flash kind of like did. So the Flash goes back in time to save his. The movie starts out with like in our current universe where the Flash is like attending a trial for his dad, where in the past it is accused that. His dad killed his mom and whatnot, and there is no evidence for them to prove that like his dad didn't kill his mom. And so forth and so forth, but like a video clip is being found by the was found in a store where like his dad had like an tried to prove an alibi that he didn't kill like Flash's mom. But in this like video that was kind of like digitally modified to take out the bad parts, his face was not clearly visible, so his alibi didn't stick. So Flash was like really like Barry Allen was like really disappointed about that. But during his running during his like trials where he is like fighting all the bad guys, he's running faster and faster, and he's like he manages to run faster than the speed of light, so essentially enabling him to travels backward in time. And he says this to like Bruce Wayne, but Bruce Wayne warns him of the consequences of like meddling with the space-time continuum, so far and so forth. But Barry Allen wants to create a universe where like his mom exist and so forth. So he goes back in time and essentially like restocks the supplies like yeah, in their like early morning schedule, like his tomatoes, his tomato grocery supply, so that his dad never goes to buy the groceries, and different man doesn't come in to kill his mom, etc. So it kind of like works, and he kind of like goes back to the future, but like he's stuck somewhere like in his like high school or like a college freshman time period, where like he goes to the not future but like somewhat like close to the future, kind of like future as possible, where like he's like how do you say stuck in the first year of college, and like but both his like parents are like there in his house, like his mom is there, his dad is there, and he's so happy to kind of like meet them. But he kind of like meets this alternative timelines Barry Allen, where like he does not have the superpower, so far and so forth. And like they meet them, and he kind of like interacts with the younger version of himself, and he finds out exactly why everyone finds him annoying, like just to talking with this younger guy. But like as a younger guy, he has no sense of responsibility. But in this universe, he also does not suffer the loss of his like mom dying, so it is like it makes sense for him to not care about like what his actions affect like other people, so far and so forth. But Barry Allen recreates the accident so that like the present day Flash, or like the close to present day Flash, gets his superpowers, but like he loses his superpowers like with the lightning strike, so on and so forth. The story goes on and on, but it is a very like interesting aspect of like we constantly think about the butterfly effect, where like if we have go back into the past, like we could have changed this, we go back to the past, we could have changed that, blah 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 blah. But like we don't think about like making changes to the present to change the future. Like so we are if we have the certain some people like thinking about going back to the past to change the present, their present will still be their future will be still be fucked up, because they will make the same mistakes that they did in the past in the present. So the better way to save your future is to change your present, is what I got out of the movie. So they save Supergirl in this universe, like Superman doesn't come to Kansas, they save Supergirl. Zod is coming, this is the day where like Zod tries to invade like Earth and whatnot, so they fight Zod. But while they are fighting and fighting, like Supergirl dies, Batman dies. But the younger Barry Allen convinces the older Barry Allen to go backwards in time, but like for a few minutes so that like they can save the Batman and like Supergirl and whatnot. But every single time that they go back, these two people still end up dying. So he kind of like keeps on going back and time over and over again till like there are way too many ruptures in space time. And then it is found out the speed demon or the negative flash that was created, that kind of like pushed him to like the near closer present or the near closer future, was actually the younger Barry Allen, who got fed up of like trying to save the universe over and over again till the point like he became the villain. So we might like have a lot of like positives of like going back into sometimes like so this is also a story about how a hero becomes a villain while his intentions are basically good. There is the old adage that like the road to hell is paved with good intentions. So even though negative Flash or like the evil monster Flash, even though his intentions are good, he does so many murders, he does so many bad things in the efforts to kind of like redeem the present or the future, that he ends up becoming the villain. So this is like the story. So villains do not become villains, they are not born as villains, they are like heroes who kind of like make one single mistake and another mistake, so far and so forth, till they eventually end up becoming the villain. So these are like two interesting points that I kind of like read. So the our Flash, he goes back in time to essentially stop the other Flash of our time, like saving his mom, essentially like destroying this alternative time, preventing this alternative timeline from ever existing. And he goes into the present, but he kind of like proves the alibi of his dad and kind of like saves his dad from prison, like gets his dad out of prison. But the moral of the story is, don't fixate too much of the past, don't fixate too much of the future, but fixate on your present self. So your present self is what you have most in control with, and the road to hell is paved with good intention. So whenever you're doing something good or like doing something like good, but the end cause is like not what you expect or whatever, just because you have good intention doesn't mean the thing that you're doing are good. Always check yourself so that like you don't become a villain in step by step process till the point like you reach the point of no return. Always be the good guy, but always do the right thing, and don't make like some minor necessary sacrifices for the greater good. This was one of the best DC movies I've seen in a very long ass time. Please do watch it in theaters. Like I'm really surprised DC is making like really good movies now, and like really good movies that I found really enjoyable. And I saw this movie on my treat day, where like in the entire 1 month of the gym I was not able to take like pastries and whatnot. But like after this movie, I went to pizza parlor and got some millet pizza. So do definitely watch this movie. This day was a very unique special occasion to me, because like it was on my treat day of gym, where like after like 1 month I got to like give myself a treat. So I'm like making myself accountable. So this movie tasted and this pizza tasted like it created the halo effect, where like it is good but it feels awesome. So that's essentially what I like think about the movie. It's good but it feels awesome to me. Thank you.